While we're over here in this section, what this also means is social networking. The important social networks, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, and Instagram. You should be on all four, posting almost every day, right? You cannot post too much. Trust me, people will not perceive it as spam if they're actually interested in you, right? Don't post spam, obviously. Don't be like, buy my new song, buy my new song, buy my new song, and then post that a gazillion times every day. That is spam, right? Obviously. But if you post insightful stuff, cool little things, and it can just be like, looked out the window, saw this bird and inspired me to write a song. Yay, hashtag, I'm awesome. Whatever. You can write whatever you want. As long as it's not spam, you really can't write too much, I promise you. Because what you really want is that people notice you. You want people to be aware that you're there. Because the second they forget about you, when you release an album, it's just like, who was that guy again? Oh, yeah, I think he posted something about a bird a couple of years ago. Never gonna work, trust me. So social networking, hugely important. Other stuff is viral marketing. One of my favorite books about marketing is still Seth Godin's Purple Cow. And it really covers how to create a product, what he calls a purple cow, that is so remarkable and so interesting that people would start talking about it by themselves. But this could be anything. Playing your music in unusual places, right? Going, into an aquarium and playing it underwater or whatever. You just figure out something that's ridiculous that people will start talking about, right? Look at OK Go, one of my favorite bands with viral marketing. Not really my type of music, but the videos every single time are just astonishing and they get shared like crazy. Everyone's just waiting for the next OK Go video. If you don't know what viral marketing means, check out OK Go's music videos and you will know exactly what I'm talking about here. So let's get to the last pillar, which is the free pillar. What can you do for your business that is free? Well, in one word, marketing. Marketing is a big word for musicians, and I understand that. When I started out with marketing, I was also very much on the like, I don't want to be like the foot in the door kind of salesy guy and all that stuff. Completely get that. But then I read Purple Cow and I was like, hey, marketing can actually be something very creative and beautiful. So Purple Cow, really, as I said already with the work pillar, really big recommendation. Purple Cow, super easy read for anyone. The way I see marketing, it's not about selling your stuff. It's about positioning yourself correctly on the market. So let me tell you what that means. First of all, that has to do with your image and your bio, which sort of results out of that. The image really, again, is something that comes back over and over again. And it's something I'm definitely going to talk about in another video. But image is key to everything that you're doing. Promise you, without an image, it's going to be really hard to make any money whatsoever. So image really is key. But let's talk about the other things, first of all. So a good bio, super important. Your first sentence in your bio should already explain to someone who hasn't heard a single note of your music what your band is, right? So check out a couple of bios on the internet. Just read through the first couple of lines and see if they're interesting enough for you to be like, oh cool, I want to hear what that sounds like. Then listen to the music and see if it really fits what you've read. The bio has to fit your music. Even the writing style has to sort of incorporate what you sound like. If your writing style is kind of cutesy daisy and then the reader thinks, oh, this is probably folk or something like that, or singer-songwriter, and then they listen to your music and you're writing heavy metal music, well, they're going to be out the door pretty quickly. And the heavy metal listener who read your bio is not going to go listen to it because he thinks it's going to be singer-songwriter. So make sure your tone is correct and that it's very clear from the get-go who you are as an artist and what you're portraying to the outside world. Next is writing good sales letters. Writing sales letters in the music industry is a little bit more difficult than anywhere else because music is still seen as an art form and you don't want to come across as someone who's just trying to sell their stuff because you're still seen as an artist. And you are an artist, obviously, but you also have to make a living out of this. So you have to figure out a way how to write sales letters that don't sound salesy, because salesy is death, right? One piece of advice I'd like to give is don't toot your own horn. Don't write, this is the best CD ever, we're so proud of this, this is better than Kanye, whatever. Don't do that. That's really a terrible thing to do. Let other people do that for you. Send your CD out to a couple of friends. I would say 10, 20 friends, everyone in your band. Send it out to as many people as you can for free. Send them the download link, whatever, or send them the physical CD. You want them to have a great experience with your music. And then ask them, what did you think of it? Could you please write me out 2 or 3 lines, 100 words maybe, about what you thought about the CD? And if you're lucky, they're going to write you some great reviews that you can post on the sales page. What I mean by sales page is on your website where you're selling your CD. Don't just put, here's my new CD, go check it out on iTunes. But actually write down all of these reviews that said, I really loved it. I love the second track. That's my absolute favorite. Someone else writes, hey, I love the last track. That's the best track I've ever heard in the last 10 years or whatever, you know? All of that stuff. You take all the reviews, shorten them down to just the best lines, and that's what you put on your website. So that was the third pillar. Let's talk quickly about the most important thing that I want you to remember. There's two sides to making money with music and to getting people to click on your songs. Quality and quantity are equally important, and you should spend an equal amount of time on both of these. So there you have it. My 3 pillars of getting your music heard. Did you disagree with me, or did you learn anything new? Do you have some tips that you maybe want to share with the community? Please share them below in the comments, and let me know if you have any questions by sending an email to me@holistic-songwriting.com. Thank you so much, and see you next week on Producer's Edge.